Well, praise the Lord, everybody. Welcome to On Point, the number one Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live on any smartphone at David G. Evans 1. We come to you every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on any smart device. Once again, at David G. Evans, the number one. We would love to talk to you today. You can call us toll-free from anywhere in the world, 866-743. 8267 867-866-743, Evans. Love for you to give us a call. We talk about things national, international, regional, and local. We always talk from a biblical perspective, a kingdom perspective. So if that is the kind of conversation you would like to be involved in, like you would like to hear a biblical wisdom as it relates to our everyday life, then you've tuned into the right place. Why don't you like us? We need about 1,000 of those today. Subscribe to us. Doesn't cost you a thing, but it helps us as far as our outreach and the algorithm. Give us some likes. Subscribe to us. Hit the notification button. We don't want you to miss any of these great conversations we've been having for years now. And be a part of our On Point family. Invite somebody to join you today. At least 5 people. Invite them to join you on this On Point conversation. Reverend Nicholas Smith, how you doing today?
Good
man?
morning. Good. Cold.
Yeah, it's cold. Yeah. Do you need my other hat?
Oh, no. Okay.
Okay.
I appreciate that, though.
Okay.
I'll let you know. Trust me, I'll let you know.
I brought 2.
It's supposed to snow tonight, too.
Yeah.
It's tomorrow morning.
God gonna do that again?
Yeah. What's this?
We back to that, Lord?
Yeah,
Saturday night?
This polar vortex is coming through.
Come on, man.
But, hey, we've seen it pass, and let's wait till after church is over.
Yeah, let's see what happens. All right. Now, a lot going on this week in our nation. I understood that we boarded a Venezuelan ship to capture the oil.
Mm-hmm.
Something feels illegal about that.
Uh-huh.
We certainly aren't at war with Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
I know we've been killing some of their people, but I don't understand, other than a distraction, what would be the purpose of commandeering another nation's vessels?
This is my first time seeing this.
Yeah. Yeah. Along with that, we had 95,000 photos released by the Epstein estate.
Yeah.
And a lot of them show in social situations a lot of people that are very prominent in politics these days. Marjorie Taylor Greene went on 60 Minutes.
Yeah.
Did you ever think that was possible?
No.
Have you seen any interview yet?
I've seen clips of it, yeah.
Okay.
Where she was talking about, something that we all knew, that the Republicans don't like Trump in private.
Okay.
They talk about him. They say how crazy, but they're scared of him.
Because of election?
Because of election, yeah. But they all know the real deal behind the scenes.
So
classic conservatives. Let me qualify that.
Okay.
Not the Trumpy.
So is the reason, this is what I suspect, I'm ready to be wrong. Could it be that they needed some other weapons other than themselves to try to get him out of office, or try to flip the House and the Senate so that they have some guardrails? Could it be that the reason you have this bipartisan thing for Epstein is not just justice for the victims, but is this a way that they think they
it's
can
another way they can get around,
get
because at
him
least
out.
they can hinge on this
They can get him out.
and not on,
Yeah, because decency, that wasn't important at first, but decency projected could be a valid reason to stand behind this. I thought it was going to be difficult for them to go home and tell the constituents that, here's the problem I have. You can't tell me you're going to release everything and then turn around and tell me it's a hoax.
Yeah.
So even the most ardent supporters would have to say, well, how can what you were going to release now be a hoax? Okay.
Yeah.
That stinks of cover-up, and I think people that actually support either go silent on that or now think, okay, something's wrong.
Yeah, because I know when Trump and them signed that thing to release the Epstein files, everybody was like, they're going to redact the mess out of the one they release. And I think that's why that committee sent stuff out.
Absolutely.
Because they know it was going to be, like you said, there's a list one day, and then all of a sudden,
there's not a list.
There's no list.
Now, here's the thing. If it was going to, this is just me thinking, injure political opponents, I think they would have released it already.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But since some of their, purportedly, some politicians, some friends, some big money people may be on the list, that's the only reason they wouldn't release it at this time.
Because it's on both sides of the aisle.
Absolutely.
And I think there was one college, if I'm correct, he's a college president or something like that. Once they found out that things were going to be released, he resigned from his post and stuff. Because, like you said, there's a lot of high-profile business people.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder. I remember when I went to D.C., I was walking around looking at all the monuments, just a casual trip, because I love that stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, I wonder how much debauchery goes on in this city behind the scenes.
Well, in those hot political environments, because you hear a lot that when conventions come to town, that I'm not familiar with the sites now, Grindr, and those other dating sites, they say they actually explode with participation, escort sites and those types of things. So a lot of times people that are pushing Puritan principles are conflicted.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. It just makes me wonder, what compromises do you have to make to get to certain places in politics? Not saying that all of them are doing it. I am in no way saying that.
No.
But it seems like there's a network of a certain group of people, because this is too big for it to be some isolated, these 10 people are doing this.
Well, I think we talked about it years ago. In Congress and the Senate, they have a fund set aside to settle inappropriate people's lawsuits. It's there for that reason. I remember the first time I went to D.C. and was in the White House, and the person that was guiding us through, I asked that person, I said, is this how these ladies come dressed for work? When I tell you, it was skin on bologna, and low, high, and tight. And I'm like, okay, this is supposed to be where serious work is going on.
Yep.
So people aren't just walking around there because they like to be in politics. There's some aspirations going on.
Yeah.
And I was shocked, and I said, wow. So then that was the crib I found out. There's supposed to be a fund available for making things go away.
Yeah. I mean, I think, unfortunately, in a lot of disciplines, I heard somebody young in our discipline almost kind of bringing up the same stuff.
Okay.
And we often talk about how God protects us from certain things when things come out, because we're not involved
in stuff.
Certain things.
Yeah.
But to be accepted in certain groups, bad cop only trusts another
bad cop.
And that's any discipline,
And I think part of the problem is some people think any sacrifice at all is okay to get to where they want to go.
Yeah.
But then I think people have to continue those behaviors to stay where they are.
Yep.
And my grandmother used to say, people make strange bedfellows. I didn't realize what she was talking about. But then she came out with some other stuff I could understand. She said, if you lie down with dogs, you get up with fleas on you. And
it's true.
Yeah, so they had some wisdom, man.
Yeah, they did.
So I just wonder, there's no doubt there's a cover-up happening. There's no doubt in my mind that if it only involved Democrats and some people that didn't matter, that stuff would have been out. But I've got this suspicion that Epstein's family is not willy-nilly releasing this stuff. It seems like they're releasing chapter after chapter, but it also tells me, I'm ready to be wrong, that they knew about him, They didn't approve of him.
Yeah.
And now that he's gone, I think the family's looking for the ladies to get some justice.
Yeah, they are.
Or because they don't have to do this. Okay.
And the fact that not only just that it was just women, we're talking about teenagers, like girls.
Did you see that silly behind woman on television talking about they were 15 or 16, they weren't younger than that?
Yes.
What is wrong with her?
Right, thank you. Yeah, was it Kelly? Was it whatever her name is? I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's a ridiculous thought because I think she has kids. If she
go
has
that far to justify.
Thank you. If you have a daughter that's 15, you find out she's been taken, like the movie.
I thought that was ridiculous.
I'm like, to try.
I watched it twice just to hear her say it again.
Yeah,
I'm saying, okay, you're not paying attention. No. A woman is not saying, well, I could see if there were 9 or 10, but these are like 15 or 16. I'm like, what the heck?
That is the dumbest thing. We've counseled women who were grown in their 30s and 40s and were sexually assaulted.
50s, 60s.
Yeah. And what it does to a grown woman's brain, imagine what it does to a child's brain.
Absolutely incredible. So I'm like,
come on.
Why didn't she get drugged? Is that the term they're using?
Drugged.
Why didn't she get dragged for that? Dragged for that?
Oh no, Megyn Kelly does, but I think people are so used to her saying crazy stuff.
But that was like
that was bottom of the barrel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because she really was trying to. She said she wasn't trying to excuse behavior, but she was trying to justify.
Yeah.
And she was drawing a line between a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old. What the heck?
I know. Yeah, Megyn Kelly. Yes.
Yeah.
One of the dumbest things you could say.
Why didn't her network do something about her when she did that?
Yeah. I don't even know she might be on her.
She was probably on her podcast.
Yeah, her podcast. Yeah, but even then, anybody else makes that statement,
they're fired.
They're fired and they're done. Sponsors pulled everything.
Yeah. So let's switch gears a bit. Marjorie Taylor Greene is going pretty far to establish this new identity. Now, ultimately, at the end of the day, I think she's going to run for office in her state.
Oh, yeah.
All right. But I'm not sure that she can go from a QAnon enthusiast to somebody trusting her logic.
Yeah.
But I also think this Epstein thing was a line for her because something flipped where she finally said, they're going too far.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if she has personal experience, someone she knows, but again, we've always said, why is it people don't care about what's happening to other people until it touches them or somebody that they love?
Yes. You're right. I don't understand. I get this is a line too far.
Absolutely.
But the other lines were too far too.
Why did it have to get to
Just
that?
Yeah.
You know what? I believe, and I'm ready to be wrong again, the other stuff, healthcare, they can lie about that.
Yeah.
You know, inflation, they can lie about that. They cannot produce a jobs report. But I believe when those 100 women got up on that platform and said we were the ones that were trafficked through this thing, and the other girl killed herself recently, I believe it was too blatant a picture for them to try. They couldn't shove the genie back into the. You can't do it.
You can't. And it's funny. I was reading something this morning with John the Baptist, right?
Right.
And we're talking about this line going too far, right? Scripture shows oppression in many formats.
Absolutely.
But we qualify what we deem as oppressed versus what somebody else does.
Absolutely.
So John, the guards and the military come to John and say, what should we do? He says, stop forcing people to do things. He tells the tax collector, stop overcharging people, stop doing all these things. He's signaling all these oppressive acts and tells them to start treating people right. But for some reason, we get selective with that's allowable, that's not allowable. And Scripture shows you all of this.
It's not. It's not. It's not. You can't decide what benefits me is not wrong. But it's wrong for you.
Yes.
That, you know. Now, I would respect the person even more if they said, okay, this is completely wrong, but I want to do it.
Yeah.
Then it's right for me and wrong for you. I don't understand that.
Because how you have the best health care in the world telling other people
you don't need yours.
You don't need your health care like you need. I'm just
They don't pay for health care.
Right. We pay for their health care.
They're willing to legislate hundreds of thousands of people off their health care.
Yep.
While they have the best in the world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is so incredibly selfish to me.
Absolutely.
But here's this.
Mm-hmm.
I expect to be reelected by the people whose health care I'm taking away.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. With the hopes of, we're going to come up with something better.
Well, what do people do while they don't have health care?
Exactly.
Just stop getting sick, to stop having a need.
Right. Mm-hmm.
The condition that I had that you were paying for, you stopped.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to be okay. Because I heard today they've been in a concept or a plan of a plan for 16 years.
Yep.
Which to me means you don't care.
You don't. Yep. You don't. Yep. You don't.
As long as they can make it look like somebody else is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
16 years you've had an opportunity.
Yeah.
16 years.
Yep.
You've had an opportunity. Come up with an alternative.
Mm-hmm.
And the only alternative you have is to throw people off of it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I saw a clip this morning. One of the reporters asked the president, what are you going to say to the people whose health care is getting ready to go up in January because the credits are expiring? And his response was, you're just like a Democratic sycophant. You're trying to da-da-da-da-da. And all the guy asks is, what are you going to tell these people about their health care costs rising? What are you going to do?
They have no reasonable answer for that.
Yes. So you come at the guy for asking the question.
Well, that's deflection.
Yeah, that's deflection, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you've got folk, I don't know why people thought, okay, but how they sold it.
Yeah.
And this is how they sell a lot of stuff. Like, let's talk about election fraud.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in every election since men and women started voting.
Yeah.
Some people have done it illegally.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. But to act like 100,000 people across the entire nation made the difference in 65, 70 million votes. It's just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody's saying there wasn't any fraud. Mm-hmm. People are saying there's no significant fraud.
Yes.
And then you find out that a lot of the people that are making the accusations voted illegally or went in somebody's place or voted 2 or 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm astounded that we can, they've made a big deal out of transvestites.
Yep.
Less than 1% of the whole population.
Mm-hmm.
You go down the list.
Yeah.
These major, how many young men or young women are participating in gender-dominated sports? Mm-hmm. Maybe 30 across the nation.
Yeah, it's so small.
But, the way they're talking about it, these people are going to invade your house.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So what do? They take a small population, like the people they said were eating pets.
Yeah.
The Haitians. Mm-hmm. Small population, blow it up and talk about it like it's happening all over the place. Mm-hmm. And even if it was, they're less than 1% of the population.
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
But we don't seem to get a hold of that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And it's same with the welfare thing.
Yes.
Black people are 13% of the population.
Right.
13. Y'all know how small that is?
13.
But the general thing is first off, every black person ain't on welfare, number one. And number two, this group over here is the one sapping up all the federal funds for food when the majority of people on welfare don't look like us.
Yeah, I know.
But it's the welfare queen. It's the one staying home with 7 kids. And
it justifies them cutting even their own people out of a benefit.
Yep.
Because all I really want to do is take this money and give it to the super wealthy. That's all I want to do.
That's all it is.
Or in this context, I want to put it in my own pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I heard there was some kind of brouhaha about the party space that they were building at the White House yesterday.
Okay.
I understand, reportedly, the president wants to expand the space. And the contractors were like, can't do that now. Mm-hmm. So Congress is going to step in, supposedly, reportedly, to stop the construction. Why the heck didn't you stop it?
Yes.
When they took the first brick out of the East Wing?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, the White House is a monument.
It is.
So what are we doing? Turning that into a personal monument?
Yes. To his place.
Okay.
And it looks tacky. I'm sorry.
866
I'm sorry.
743 8267 866 743 8267 866 743 8267. This is On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on any smart device. That's Eastern Standard Time. Right now, on any smart device, at David G. Evans, the #1. You can call us toll-free. Let's go to Tom from Fort Lauderdale. Hey, Tom.
Good morning. How you doing, Bishop?
All right. How you
doing, Pastor Nick?
What's up?
What's going on?
Before I tell you about the good news here in Florida.
Yeah.
I saw last night that Marjorie Taylor Greene, on her way out, is supposedly going to do a movement to try to get rid of Mike Johnson, the speaker.
Really?
I saw it last night on NBC, that her last going-away present is to stick him in his back.
So what she got on him?
I don't know, but I know she's not fond of him. And
Is she
I just
fond
thought
of
that
anybody?
was interesting.
Is she fond of anybody, Tom?
Oh, man, you know what? I was thinking, I was almost feeling sorry for her, and I started looking at some of the stuff she has done.
No.
Calling, the president a liar, Biden.
You can't.
Yeah, whatever she has done is not excusable.
No.
Yeah.
I saw a question posed to her, I guess it's about 2 weeks ago now, and a lady, the interviewer asked her, she said, you stood for this, this, and this, and now you're for that. And she said, can you explain? And Taylor Greene said, that is a reasonable question based upon what I used to say. Mm-hmm. He said, but things have just gone too far. But what was she willing to tolerate, and how did they personally disappoint her? Yep. Did the president telling her not to run for office, was that a big slap in the face to her?
Okay. Yeah,
I think that was the catalyst to her doing what she's doing.
And I think this Epstein thing is personally offensive to her for some reason.
Yeah.
Bishop, you always ask me how I'd be doing. You called me a correspondent down here in Florida. Well, you know what happened in Miami, right?
Yeah, man. What went on? What happened?
Man, this lady didn't win. This lady won by 18 points. She took 59% of the vote. The other guy, 41%.
Wow.
Not only that, the guy was Cuban.
Really?
She's the first non-Hispanic to win Miami since 1990.
Wow.
Yeah. And the guy was a Trump guy.
First time a non-Republican has won Miami in 30 years.
Is it true that a lot of Cuban Americans in Florida are supporters of our present president?
I believe that's why he took Florida. I'm going to say one good thing about him. He was down here campaigning, especially when Hillary was here.
Okay.
I saw Hillary come down the week before the election.
Okay.
He was down here a lot. And I couldn't figure out, are they just giving Florida away? But the good news is, it appears as though people have woken up, and I think with the Cubans, they're starting to get treated like the Haitians. I think I told you before, once they reached the shore, if they were on a boat, Haitians still had to go back to Haiti.
Okay.
To where Cubans, once they hit the beaches, they had some kind of special privileges. That's no longer the case.
Yeah.
They're taking everybody back.
So, why do you think the guy ran?
I mean, the guy who ran it against this lady?
Yeah.
Because he was endorsed by the president. President's boy.
Well, let me ask you a question then. So, in Florida, is an endorsement by a president, is that tying a weight around your neck and throwing you overboard?
I think in southern Florida. In northern Florida, I'm not sure. I still think he has support up there. in the Panhandle.
Okay.
Which is up against, Mississippi and Alabama, up in that area.
Okay.
Of Florida.
So northern Florida.
Down here, I think everything seems to be going Democratic down here, and that's what the big metropolitan areas are. Fort Lauderdale's all Democratic. You get Miami-Dade on that boat, I think you can take Florida.
I remember seeing Venezuelans really upset because they thought the president was going to take care of them. Somalians think or thought the president was going to take care of them. Hispanics thought the president was going to take care of them. And
yes.
I have humorously said that they have found out that they're part of the new Negroes.
Mm-hmm.
They are, for some reason, that assimilation thing, get as far away from your roots and consider yourself as non-person of color. They're finding out at the end of the day, skin color is absolutely one of the most polarizing elements in society.
Yep.
It can divide a room
mm-hmm.
in just a moment. People think, because and we had it within our own ethnicity.
Mm-hmm.
We had people back in the day, maybe even now, who were light complected, and we used to call it passing.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a different reaction to a lighter complected black person than there was to a dark complected black person,
mm-hmm.
even among our own people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my father went to Xavier for 2 years.
Okay.
And he told me he did not realize how in New Orleans, my father was really light-skinned, so he could sit in.
Okay.
So he was telling me stories about if you were dark-skinned, the brother, you weren't going to get a date with the ladies, a whole lot of things.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. I think when I was a boy, a lot of African American men wanted what we used to call red bones,
yeah.
a lighter skinned complected black woman, because that was considered closer.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't say it,
yep.
but it was considered closer to a non-black woman.
Light, bright, almost white.
Like yeah,
mm-hmm.
all that was that, and we had that color struckness in our community,
mm-hmm.
and even when darker complected women, which I have always thought were extraordinarily attractive,
mm-hmm.
They would qualify their beauty. Mm-hmm. She's nice looking, or he's handsome for a dark complected person.
Mm-hmm.
To be so
yeah.
dark, they're nice looking.
Mm-hmm.
We had that going on in our own culture,
mm-hmm.
you know, which means our standard for beauty was not based upon our own standard,
yeah.
but a standard of comparison.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody just taught me this week, comparison and competition
mm-hmm.
are in the same cup.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I knew families
mm-hmm.
that you couldn't bring a darker skinned man or woman home with you.
Okay.
No, you're not bringing that up in here.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting ready to pollute
Yeah.
Wow.
the complexion line up in here.
Mm.
And when you did the opposite, when we got to college,
Yeah.
the alpha girls were normally lighter.
Mm-hmm.
The deltas were brown skinned.
Mm-hmm.
It's right.
You could look at a fraternity and tell
Absolutely.
which fraternity they were in.
Yeah, absolutely.
The school days.
Spike
Lee's
they
school
weren't
days.
lying. They
yeah.
weren't lying. I lived it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Bishop,
yeah.
a little different. I'm going to leave you with this one.
Okay.
The numbers at Alligator Alley, because NBC did a thing this week because of the lies coming out.
Okay.
Out of the 6,700 people that have been housed there, I got the numbers here. Only 31% of them had final orders to be taken out. Like in other words, they said everybody going there are people we already know have done something, but in reality, 31% had orders to be thrown out the country. Now, out of that 31%, 26% had criminal records. But I don't know how much drinking Hispanic brothers do. But if you take the DUIs out of that 26% of criminality, you're left with 4% of the people being bad criminals.
Wow.
Out of that 6,700.
Wow.
4%.
So has that caused a shift in the Hispanic community? And
this just came out, so I'm assuming it will.
Okay.
Because what they're saying is, these are people that cut your lawns, wash your cars, pick your crops, build your, buildings.
I remember in New Jersey when we had to confront profiling on our major highways. It was a big deal here, and I had several intense conversations with politicians at the time, and I was at a press conference. At the time, I was a Turnpike Commissioner official, and I had been profiled coming back from a meeting. So then they had a press conference in Trenton. I believe it was Trenton. I went to Trenton press conference, and at the press conference, one of the officials from the state said there was no racial profiling. And of course I said, I beg to differ. I was followed by such and such a car on such and such a highway, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And of course it kind of disintegrated the press conference. But I was profiled for at least 15 miles. I had to put my car in cruise. I stayed in the slow lane. I noticed every little movement I was making because now I'm paying hyper attention to my driving.
Yep.
And it took about 15 minutes before the cruiser guy came around me. But I was taking down information the whole time. As you went by me, I took down the cruisers. But that profiling is real.
It is.
And what that stinks of, Tom, is profiling people based upon how they look and what you think they are. That's how you get that many people incarcerated, and only 3% of them, or 30 of them, are actually criminals.
Yeah. Bishop, you were talking about your days in the commission. This is a little bit of a testimony. When I first came to Bethany, the middle lady didn't really know you at the time.
Okay.
And she told me a quick story. She said that she went to you and said, she had lost a job. She needed this, needed that. And he said, I first went to the bishop's office, and he gave me a hard time. And then I told her the reasons. He goes, why didn't you tell me that at first? And so he helped me out because, Tom, you know what he did? He wrote the judge that I was seeing because he told him my real problem. So when I went back for the disability hearing, this guy named Bishop Evans wrote me. He goes, I think that we're going to approve your disability.
Wow.
She goes, Tom, that's why I go here to Bethany. She goes, I couldn't believe he took the time to write this letter.
Wow.
Having a pastor means something.
Yes, it does.
Not just somebody that preaches to you on Sunday. There's
a
difference.
When she told me that, I was like,
there's a difference.
Yeah.
He's it.
Yeah. Thank you, Tom.
Hey, take care.
All right, man. 866-743-8267. 866-743-8267. 866-74-EVANS. This is On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on any smart device at David G. Evans 1. Won't you please like us, subscribe us, and hit the notification. You bring up a point. The culture is giving the impression that they've lost the principle of significance for having a pastor rather than a place to put on the resume that you go to church. We've been saying it for years.
Yeah.
You really don't know you have a church. You don't know you have a pastor.
Yep.
You don't know you have a friend until you get into trouble.
Yep.
That shakes a lot of people out. And a lot of folk that belong to other churches call here, can you help me? Blah, blah, blah. And my first question is, who's your pastor? Where do you go to church? Well, I go to so-and-so. Well, dog baby,
yeah,
you need to call your pastor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why people want to be in a church. They can't physically touch the person.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be stewarded over the souls.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
Yeah. I don't get it. The communal pastor is being lost for the viral pastor.
Okay.
In the sense of,
yeah,
the goal for some is just to be viral, to have an online reach. But the lie of online is I personally can touch this person's songs. But no, you can't call out these people.
No.
If you're in trouble.
No. I know in some situations that I know personally, people have called here, can we get counseling from you? Who's your pastor?
Mm-hmm.
It's not that kind of church.
Yeah.
Well, what kind is it?
Yeah.
Is it the kind that it's okay unless you have a problem?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what people are becoming attached to.
Yep.
But you've got experienced Christians justifying being in that kind of place. And I believe I know why.
Yeah.
There is no demand put on them.
Yep.
There's no consistency required.
Mm-hmm.
There's no relationship required.
Mm-hmm.
It's totally transactional.
Mm-hmm.
And that works
Yep.
until you need to talk to somebody.
Yep. Because good pastor pays attention.
Absolutely.
Who's around.
Yep.
Who's seeing stuff. And it's so funny. People think they don't. I don't want people to be scared, but we do pay attention and observe for good stuff. Everything.
Absolutely.
As a good leader, you have to observe.
Yeah.
I remember one time we had this one young lady here. She's like, I don't know anybody, and I let her talk. And I said, the reason why you don't know nobody is because every time church is over, you run out the door.
Right.
She's like, you see that? I'm like, yeah, it's obvious. I'm like, everybody talking and you just zip out. What do you think is going to happen?
It's an unfriendly place because I'm acting unfriendly.
Come on.
Come on now.
Like, if you just talk to people.
Got to project it.
Yeah, you got to. But yeah, it's everybody else's fault.
I know I'm not staying around. Yeah. She wants to be tackled while she's going out the hall.
Yeah.
No.
It just.
No. But
yeah.
I remember, and we've talked about this before, I remember when after Paragraph one day, years ago, in the service, pastors, please come back. We want to fellowship with you. So I know I saw a lot of guys. So I got in the custom of roaming the hallway after service, going back in the sanctuary, and personally inviting.
Yeah.
I'm on my way back to the office, and I see this guy going out the door. I recognize him because he was sitting in the pastor's section. I said, yo, Doc, what you doing? He said, I'm going home. I said, why? Aren't you a pastor? Yes. I didn't think you were talking to me. And I won't use all the words that I use. But I said, what does all mean to you?
Yeah.
He said, it means all. I said, man, come on.
Yeah.
So people can decide I'm not welcome and never have a conversation with you.
Never.
Even though you said everybody that's a pastor,
yeah,
come on back and fellowship with us for a little while.
Yes. Yep. Greet people, talk to people, do all this stuff.
Don't want to make an effort.
Don't want to make effort, yeah.
I had to go back and get the guy. And then after everything was calming down, it was time to leave. He said, I just want to thank you. He said, I've never had this experience before.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Doc.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether it's self-esteem issues or we want people to go overboard to get us involved.
Yeah.
Even though you have an invitation.
Yeah. And you can't, even if we can't help what happened in another place.
Right.
If that place you weren't allowed to do X, Y, and Z, if we give you permission to come back and do something, don't put the issue, your situation there, over here.
Well, something happened last night at our fellowship dinner. Two of the ladies that came with the pastor asked the pastor when I was standing there, are we supposed to be in here? And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Of course you are. Have a seat. Don't feel strange.
Yeah.
They were in the sanctuary and thought they would be excluded from the dinner afterwards.
Yeah.
I was, but that showed me again, that mindset is not going away.
It's not. But it's funny seeing people come in. I know, y'all sit down because they got to be.
Yeah. Stand at attention.
It's different here, y'all. Just.
Yeah.
It's.
I remember when that famous lady preacher came, and when she walked in, all the people with her put their heads down. And then when I went to my own office where she was sitting, there was a bunch of them standing outside. And then when I went inside, there were a bunch of them standing around the wall. I said, what are you all doing?
Yeah.
I said, are these people with you out here? Yeah, come on in here, y'all. Yeah. They were like, I said, come in here. Yeah. This is my office, come in. I said, y'all get some chairs and sit down. You're making me nervous. Yeah. But the principal person, that was what they wanted.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like honor to me.
It doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't. I think there's that they confuse what we talk about, always familiarity and something else. To me, a good shepherd allows the sheep to feel comfortable around.
Absolutely.
Without getting too familiar.
Absolutely.
Like because why? You always say good shepherds smell like sheep.
Yep.
But you got to actually be around the sheep.
Yep, absolutely.
Your sheep shouldn't feel uncomfortable in your presence, put it that way.
They got to get to know you.
Yeah.
And people can watch you and tell whether you're approachable or not.
Yeah.
I think there's a difference between being common.
Yeah, there it is, yeah.
Being common and what's the other word I'm looking for? Keeping it 100 and common can often be the same thing. You can be authentic, you can be open, you can be welcoming, but not be common.
Yes.
And I think for leaders, we have to be hospitable.
Yeah.
But you can't disrespect us because my welcoming you makes you feel you can ignore me as a person.
Right. Yes.
That you can disrespect me as a person.
Yes.
You know, I've had to say to several people over the years, I ain't some guy in the street. I don't treat you like you are.
Yep.
Don't treat me like I am.
Yep.
So it's I think that's a balance that most people don't try to master.
Yeah.
In how to be open, but not be common at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I think you can have a standard where you're honored in an appropriate way without being, like you said, disrespectful. But to me, now you correct me if I'm wrong.
Come on.
If it's like Haman in Esther.
Right.
All these people greeting him. One person doesn't say hello to him. All of a sudden, he wants to kill the whole entire Jews because one person.
Unbelievable.
That I'm saying that level of insecurity inside of a person with a title will demand things to compensate for something in them. But no matter how much praise they get, they still have that hole inside. I'm trying to articulate it the right way, but that insecurity 100%. Makes them be more regal and kingly rather than a shepherd.
Human.
There you go. Yeah.
You know, it's we had a preacher a long time ago. He didn't make it. I just happened to be walking by, and somebody mistakenly called him by his first name, and the reaction was way over the top.
Yeah,
I am so and so, and I'm like, yo, Doc, what is it that you are using this title to hide behind? What was all that?
Yeah.
Well, I worked hard. No. That was a mistake.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to say anything. Like, people will say to me, hey, pastor. Oh, I mean bishop. I said, I'm a pastor.
Right.
It happens to be a bishop.
Yeah.
You're not offending me by calling me pastor. Matter of fact, to me, it's a compliment.
Yeah.
But we got this title mania, man.
I know.
You better call me by my title.
Yeah.
All that tells me is you got a wagon behind you. You don't want anybody to see.
Yep. Yeah. Trying to hide all that stuff.
Yeah, in that wagon.
Yeah.
So, sorry for that tangent,
interesting conversation.
Taylor Green. Did you see any of that?
Yeah, I saw a few clips. I didn't watch the whole entire thing.
Okay.
But she really did outline the general feeling behind the scenes about the administration.
Okay.
But they're, again, like I said, they're afraid to come out and say anything. Like she didn't name names, but I'm talking about somebody like Ted Cruz.
Okay.
You know, you got him talking about your wife which is already automatic grounds for talk about your father, which should be another line. But you cower. Well, it was just politics. It's just some things
are not just politics.
No.
So if it said something about his children, would that have been okay too?
Right. And how do you go home?
My next question to you was just that. How do you explain that?
Yeah. That means your position and your money and your status is more important than
far more
than your family. Yeah.
Not just more.
Yeah, more. Yeah, far more.
Because there's a line in most people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about me all you want.
Yep.
Start getting into my relatives, got
a problem.
We got an issue.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But with those politicians, I guess the aspiration for those positions outweighs. Because now Cruz is what?
He's still senator.
Still senator?
Yeah.
All right, so that some butt kissing, I guess, gets you promoted and some doesn't.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. Like, this whataboutism, I'm tangent now.
Yeah.
This whataboutism is really getting on my nerves. Mm. Why can't people just answer the question they've been asked instead of talking about some people that no longer work in the building?
Yes. Yep.
Can you just, like I watched Benny Johnson yesterday, questioning FBI guy, and they were talking about Antifa, which most people don't understand means anti-fascist. Mm-hmm. Most people don't know what a fascist is.
They don't know. Yeah.
So everyone should be anti-fascist. Mm-hmm. So Benny says, can you tell me where they're headquartered?
Yeah.
And the guy said, well, we're trying to strike. He said, no. I just need to know, since you brought them up, where they headquartered. Yep. Since they're the number one terrorist organization in the country, where they headquartered. Guy couldn't answer. Can you tell me how many people are in Antifa? Yeah. Well, this is an ongoing. No. He said, I know you wouldn't come before this committee and tell us something that you weren't ready to back up with facts.
Yeah.
He said, but you've done just that. Mm-hmm. Then he turned to Noam, smoked her behind.
Yep.
Quietly. So you don't lock up any citizens or puts one on the screen, pops one up right behind her at the hearing. I'm
the military guy, right?
Yes. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
His wife's in jail. She's been a citizen for 50 years. Mm-hmm. How did that happen?
Mm-hmm. He lit them up.
I was like, and he was so quiet about it.
Yeah. But they are showing who they really are, their stripes. But again, it goes back to the people who supported this administration in voting up to the election and all that are now saying, okay, y'all going too far with the immigration thing and ... But we keep going back to, they told you
what they were going to do.
You thought they were just joking.
No, they thought they were talking about somebody else.
Yeah.
They thought they were serious. Mm-hmm. They were hoping they were serious. But then what happens, we didn't expect you to start touching people. We didn't think you were going to cut the grass in our yard.
Yeah. Yep.
Just somebody else's. Mm-hmm. Now you all up in our yard cutting grass.
Mm-hmm. Yep. A construction worker just put out this video, Mr. President, a lot of the people you're deporting are good people. He's only saying this because they start rounding up his workers.
Absolutely.
And now he's got to pay Americans more money, and now he's losing money. Mm-hmm. But again, like you said, you thought it wasn't going to affect.
They're not going to touch you. I think people think that they go into a voting booth and they vote a certain party, that the party automatically knows who they are.
Yep.
That they're paying that much attention. Mm-hmm. They're not. Yeah. So when they make these policies, they're not saying, well, he voted for us, we're not going to do it. He voted for us, we're not going to do it. We're not going to touch them. That's not how they're doing this. They're throwing a wet blanket over the population.
Yep.
And if you get hurt, that's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. Because you always say, if one goes down, another will pop up.
That's right.
But to me, the other thing too, we're starting to see more is what private equity companies want these businesses to go out.
Yep.
So they can purchase them up.
Absolutely.
A private equity just bought Denny's, and now Denny's getting ready to go out. They're about to put them out of business or find a way to restart it somehow. But all these big companies are buying all these small businesses.
What about the land they're buying?
The land, everything.
They're put farmers in foreclosure, not bailing them out. Now they're talking about, we got some money for you. But they're going to.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
They're going to buy up the stuff they want.
Yeah. $12 billion.
Yeah.
But the farmers are like, okay, what happens when that money runs out? We still got to sell our crops.
There you go.
Hey, but this is what y'all wanted, though.
No, they tried. There's not enough farmers to save them. We're coming up on the end of another program. So glad you joined us today. We hope the conversation has been informative and stimulating. We want you to join us tomorrow. 8 a.m. is our virtual service. 11 a.m. is our live in-person worship service. We invite all of you to come and be a part of what we're doing. Our toy drive, we're collecting new unwrapped toys, coats, and gloves, hats, scarves. You can put them in the donation bins in the lobbies of the church, or you can just donate, give online, click on CTF, that's Catch the Fire, and we'll buy the toys for you, the coats and the hats. My latest book, Elevate, is now on the market. Won't you please buy it? Get a copy for yourself. Get them as gifts. It'll be a blessing to you. It's a phenomenal story of David contemporized. You'll love it. Our Harvest Bookstore is open today. You can go by, great cup of coffee, get some books, get some tapes. Now, if you find yourself wondering what we're doing during the week, you want some news updates about Bethany, you text BBC News to 28950. That's BBC News to 28950. Give you the latest updates on our activities. Now, if you need some spiritual inspiration, we want you to BBC Elevate to 28950. That's BBC Elevate to 28950, so we can inspire you. Posts, videos, those type of things that we think will encourage you and lift your head. Now, if you need prayer, we love agreeing with you. All you got to do is send your request into prayer at gotobethany.com. That's prayer at gotobethany.com. We want to touch and agree with you. We want to come alongside you and assist you in reaching God and helping you get the desires of your heart. Now, you need to subscribe to us at David G. Evans 1 and BBC of NJ. Now, that's on YouTube. That's David G. Evans 1 and BBC of NJ on YouTube. We've also got once you subscribe to our podcast platforms, DGEMS and On Point. Great conversations, great insights. You don't want to miss it. Now, we're going to have great church tomorrow. We want you to come and be with us. We're in a phenomenal series. We're getting ready for New Year's Eve. Those of you that are going to join us as we fast, pray, prepare first fruits offering to kick off 2026 the way we know God desires us. You want to be now, people. No opportunity wasted. So, I'm looking forward to our harvest meeting today.
Yes.
Many of our churches have come for our quarterly meeting. Had a great service last night. Bishop Michael Anthony gave us a phenomenal word. Gave me a little break because of his voice. We had a phenomenal fellowship dinner afterwards. People were happy. We were having a great time, great food, great fellowship. Yeah. If you're a pastor and you're watching us, you need to consider the Abundant Harvest Fellowship of Churches. Now, I want to thank our staff once again for doing a phenomenal job. Our world-famous co-host, Reverend Nicholas A. Smith. Thank you once again for your insights. We want you to remember we're praying for you. Yep. We're believing God for you. I want you to stay close to the messages that we're preaching. Take your notes, get the insights. The truth of God is going to make you free. For Pastor Nicholas Smith, the great staff here at our church, I'm Bishop David G. Evans. Remember, faith acts like a thing is so, even when it's not so, that it might be so. God bless you, and we'll see you next time on On Point.